What up?
Alright, now. Alright.
Cheers.
Uh-huh. Alright. Welcome to part 4. Welcome to part 4 of the... Or of Kanto.
Okay, technically part 5 because Yellow had to be split into 2 because YouTube crashed. But
Let's...
yeah. Right now you're listening to Cerulean City at Night, Cerulean City remix by Vanillix Pavilion.
We're talking about... Today we're going to be talking about the first remakes in the series. It is FireRed and LeafGreen. Alright.
What were you gonna say?
I guess, what are these games?
Okay. Well, since it had been a while since the Kanto games came out.
Well, yeah.
What year were FireRed and LeafGreen released?
2004.
Yeah. Well, the original was released in 1996. Okay. So it's been nearly a decade since the Kanto games came out, and they were, pretty outdated. It was about time that they got an update.
Actually, yeah.
This version of the game includes Generation 3 mechanics such as the special stat being separated as special attack and special defense, abilities, held items, breeding, genders, natures, all that stuff. And of course, a visual overhaul.
Yeah. Alright. So, alright.
Now, tell us a bit about the development of these games.
FireRed and LeafGreen were first announced in 2003 as upcoming remakes of the original Pocket Monsters, Red and Green, that were in games that were released in Japan in 1996. Game director Junichi Masuda stated that the new title will be developed around the idea of simplicity. It mentioned was a slightly modified version and the one used in Ruby and Sapphire. As a result, FireRed and LeafGreen were made it fully be backward compatible with Ruby and Sapphire, allowing players to trade Pokemon between games. And FireRed and LeafGreen's connectivity with the Game Boy Advance wireless adapter was heralded by then President of Nintendo Satoru Iwata as being able to enhance head-to-head battle, exchange of information, and communication with others. There's an enhanced interface was created for the game to increase usability for new players, as well as a contextual in-game help system that could aid or confuse players during their journey. The president of the Pokemon Company, Isunikazu Ishihara, noted, "We don't feel this is a remake at all. We feel that this is a new game with wireless technology," referring to the bundled wireless adapter. Now you're probably wondering if these are shouldn't they have remade Blue instead?
No,
actually,
there was a reason that they did it, and that it wasn't FireRed and Water Blue.
Masuda noted, this is a choice on his part. Stating the leaf represented a peaceful icon, in contrast to the alternative of Water, which he saw suggesting conflict for the icon of fire used by the other game.
Okay.
Yeah, the games were released on January 29th, 2004, or in Japan, and September 9th, 2004, or in America, September 23rd, 2004, or in Australia on October 1st, 2004, or in Europe. Excuse me. Yeah, a fucking Pokemon game released in January of all times.
Yep.
That's about it. That's about it.
For the development, right?
Yeah. So what's new? So yeah.
Just a minute. My computer's being annoying. All right.
Right. Well, I guess starting off, you can now play. You now have the option to select.
Right now, you see, dude. Pokémon FRLG Remix Legendary Encounter HD Remake by Blue Jack G Channel.
Hey, there's actually been a change. Upon starting the game, you're greeted with a message about what you're about to play.
And this is the only Pokemon game in the entire series to do this. Which makes it super weird. Weird for returning players and players that have played future generations. Because, like, none of the other games give you a pop-up explaining the game. And usually you just throw right into the cutscene with the professor.
So, I guess speaking of which, if the professor asks... asks if... Now, instead of just us you defaulting to a male...
No, you could actually choose a female player character this time.
Or now.
I'm like you could in gold, silver, crystal, ruby,
crystal.
and sapphire. Like you could in crystal, ruby, and sapphire. Yep, this is the first time you could have a female player character in Kanto.
Wow.
It only took 8 years. There's, funnily enough, concept art for Generation 1 showed a female Pokemon trainer alongside Red. And
that wasn't actually concept art.
Concept art, what was it?
Or that was just art for a promote. It was just for us for specifically a guide.
Still, the art's existence might imply that at some point there was planned to be a female player character.
Actually, there was,
but I guess they couldn't figure out how to implement it, and they didn't want to bother altering the dialogue by altering every piece of dialogue in the game, and that referred to the character dependent on your player's gender.
Yeah, according to Sugimori, she was not planned as a player character, or he wanted to portray a trio of trainers facing off against each other, hence designed the female character for the cover.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, now let's go over some now before we go into changes, let's review the final Kanto starter, shall we?
Alright, well, here we go.
So, let's talk about Charizard. Charmander evolves into Charmeleon at level 16, and then Charmeleon evolves into Charizard at level 36. Now, unique to this Pokemon, when compared with the other Kanto starters, is that and its type changes partway through its evolution.
Yeah.
While the Bulbasaur line and the Squirtle line are grass, poison, and water, respectively, all the way through, Charmander and Charmeleon are pure fire, while Charizard is fire flying, which is extremely peculiar. Or it kind of makes it stand out compared to the other two starters.
Alright. Okay.
So,
alright. Okay. In terms of stats,
that's Charizard is a special sweeper. Having the honor of being the fastest of the starters.
Well, that's at least what it is in Gen 3. It also had the same in stat. It also had 85. It also had 85 special on Gen 1.
Now, notably, So how should we do this? Should we rate Charizard based on how it was in FireRed and LeafGreen, or how it was in the originals? It would seem kind of unfair to put to rate Charizard as it was in Gen 3 when we rated all the other two starters. It's based on their Gen 1 abilities. So how are we going to go about this?
Mm. Mm. Sure, let's keep it consistent.
All right, we're rating it as it was in Generation 1, despite the fact that we're notably covering a Generation 3 game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just for fairness sake.
Yeah.
In Generation 1, Charizard was... it actually wasn't very effective as a special attacker since it only got fire. Hell, it didn't even get fly until yellow.
Oh, yeah.
Which puts it in a bit of an odd spot compared to the other two. Its moveset actually geared it towards being a physical attacker, or that whose fire moves as well.
Yeah.
Actually, its attack stat isn't bad, but it's really a super weird spread.
Yeah.
In this game's context.
Yeah.
Next, I'm going to give it a 7. This one is certainly very strange. Not necessarily in a bad way, but its moveset and stats just kind of contradict each other quite a bit.
Alright, yeah. Wait, what else? Alright, so, what other changes have been made?
Alright.
Well, there's now a new item. We don't have a new key item.
Yeah.
Actually, a few.
Right. What are they?
There's the Teachy TV,
Which you get from the old man.
and
Instead of does he teach you how to catch a Pokemon still?
yeah,
And he gives you the Teachy TV where you can rewatch that.
and then other tutorials. There's the Fame Checker, which
What does it do?
the Fame Checker. It records miscellaneous information about famous people, such as gym leaders.
Oh, I guess. Does it have their descriptions in here?
It just says what it really just displays is their line, and stuff and traders associated with them.
Oh.
It's completely pointless.
Listen, I honestly don't know why it exists. Like, seriously. This is a super weird item. Where do you even get it?
You get it after beating your after the second rival fight.
Does he give it to you?
Yes.
What?
I don't know.
I mean, what other new key items are in this game?
There's a.
Was that everything?
Yeah, I think it is. Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's the Versus Seeker.
Yeah, the Versus Seeker. That's what I was about to mention.
No,
it's
actually it's from this game.
It's actually introduced in this game.
There's the Versus Seeker, which is new to FireRed and LeafGreen.
You run around when you use it after walking around, and you can rebattle trainers. Mm-hmm. This is helpful. This helps with grinding.
Do they have the same teams? Or are they stronger?
Some of them update depending on your progress.
But others are completely unaffected.
They're
only level to a certain point.
Right, yeah. And it actually helps a lot. Alright. Alright. And that's about it in terms of new key items.
Now, let's wait another Pokemon, shall we?
Sure. Okay, we got...
What comes next? Magikarp.
So if you paying in an outrageous $500, or is it Mount? Or is the Pokemon Center in Mount Moon? You get
a Pokemon called Magikarp. Now, if you look at its stats, it seems absolutely pitiful, which, to be honest, until it evolves, yeah, it is.
yeah.
It's kind of the point of it. But at level 20, it evolves into Gyarados.
Gyarados. Gyarados has a stat total of 540.
Which is higher than the starters. Now, in Generation 1, could it make use of this high stat total?
Its special stat was 100 in
Special stat was also 100. Which made it a terrifying mixed attacker. It got access to normal... got access to normal water to get flying.
No.
Got access to normal water, ice, electric, and fire.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite as powerful. It wasn't quite. It didn't have quite as much of a diverse moveset as something like Lapras. But the fact that it could use physical attacks as well, did give it something. It did give it something unique. I mean, there aren't many Pokemon in Gen 1 that can use both Surf and Strength and have them both the actual useful moves on its moveset. I'll give Gyarados a 10.
Yeah.
Come on, what do you wait for?
Alright.
And they only got better over time.
Alright, gym leaders have also been updated in this game.
Since we just pressed past Brock, what has his team been changed to?
Well, it's still the same. Well, none of their Pokemon have been altered.
But he does have new level.
Oh, they're back to their back to what they were in the original games. And the only instead of Bide,
Onyx has Rock Tomb.
and that's the TM he gives you.
Yeah, instead of giving you a normal TM, because he's the Rock type gym leader.
Yeah. It still doesn't make him any better. But at least...
And I don't think they updated his character.
No, they didn't.
I don't think they updated any of the gym leaders in terms of character in this game, did they?
No, not really. No, they didn't.
So... So, with that, let's go over another Pokemon you can encounter post-Brock. This time, it's...
Oh, fuck me.
It's Parasect. Paras is something you can catch in Mount Moon, and they evolves into Parasect at level 24. And both of them are grass and bug-type Pokemon, or is it bug-grass?
Bug-grass.
Bug-grass type Pokemon.
Well...
And they are absolutely... Parasect is absolutely awful. Not only does it have... Is it one of those rare Pokemon that has multiple quad weaknesses.
3 in Gen 1.
It is. In Generation 1, 3 of them. Being Fire, Flying, and Poison. It was weak to 20% of all types. Which is pretty bad.
So is it... Its moveset not helping either.
It's a physical attacker, right?
Yes, it also has 80 special.
The strongest moves it gets are 2-turn moves. And Double Edge.
Yep.
It doesn't get any decent moves without a drawback.
Yep.
It gets bug, grass, and normal and ground to go down.
Yep, that's it.
So, honestly, the best move it gets is Dig, which a lot of Pokemon with actually better movesets get as well. Also, I don't see why you'd use Parasect for this purpose when Sand Slash would serve that purpose. It's way better.
Yeah. Alright.
Not to mention in the fact that it has 4 times weaknesses.
Yes.
This would become, in Generation 2, this became, well, 2 of them, since its bug was no longer weak to poison. But it's still extremely stupid.
Yep.
Like, seriously. If you put this thing up against the Charizard, or it would get incinerated in seconds.
Yeah.
And it's honestly, just really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, Paris can be found on the Mount Moon.
That being said, if you do want to use it for Dig, I mean, I guess it can do that. It's probably still going to get outsped and die in a few turns anyways.
Yeah.
But it can do that. So I'll give it a 3.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I guess it's usable if you're forced to, or to put one on your team at gunpoint or something. But I see absolutely no reason to use this over any other Pokemon. And since it has like 0 unique strengths. Anyways, back to gym leader teams. In FireRed and LeafGreen, Misty's team was also changed. Now, her.
Well, mainly in terms of moves.
Are her Starmie? Are you and Starmie the same levels?
Yeah.
Her Staryu and Starmie are still the same as they were in Red and Blue.
Their movesets are changed.
But they have better movesets. And Staryu actually has a full moveset of Tackle, Harden, Recover, or Water Pulse. Starmie now has Rapid Spin, Swift Recover, and Water Pulse.
And that's the TM you receive.
And it's honestly not that bad of a move, considering
and it has
the fact that it has a confusion chance.
Yeah. That's.
Anyways, what's next?
Alright, next up on Route 4,
or is Ekans?
and so evolves into Arbok at level 22.
Both of them are pure poison type Pokemon, and they're pretty average.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, their attack is solid.
Actually, it's 80. Yeah, it's 80. It's 85 in Gen. I prior to Gen 7.
Don't get me wrong, its attack stat is decent, but like really none of its stats are impressive. It's just this extremely average Pokemon, and
how the fuck can it? How in God's name can it learn Earthquake?
It does get Dig and Rock Slide.
Yeah.
It does get Earthquake and Rock Slide for some reason, though.
I'm very confused.
Which I guess is a plus, since that's sort of unique among poison types. Even if I don't understand how it gets those moves. But if you want on a poison type that uses Earthquake and Rock Slide, you're better off using Nidoking.
Yeah, you.
Not to mention the Arbok's version exclusive.
Yeah.
And only in.
Yeah, it's actually either not version exclusive in Gen 3.
Were they in Gen 1?
Yes.
Actually, in Gens 1 and 7, they're version exclusive.
That's really dumb.
Notably, Arbok is actually in both FireRed and LeafGreen in Generation 3.
Same applies as the Mankey.
Same applies to its counterpart, right? I never considered that those two were supposed to be counterparts, but okay.
Okay, yeah. No, yeah.
So, it's decent. I'll give it a 7, and it has an alright move set. But it's like way outclassed by Nido King.
Yeah. All right. All right. And so I guess I can. Guess what? All right. I had time to go over another.
Your gym leader team. In this case,
sometimes
I'll see a new tab.
All right.
Usually, you don't have to keep going back to the gym leader page.
All right. Again, levels are the same as they were.
In this case, Lieutenant Surge once again is red and blue team with updated movesets.
That's now a Shockwave instead of Thunderbolt,
Which is an objectively worse move, but I mean, you do you, Surge.
Yeah.
Moving on.
We have. Moving on, we have. I've found on number 25.
I have the Oddish line.
Which Oddish evolves into Glue at level 21, and with a Leaf Stone, only evolves into Vileplume.
What was its special stat in Gen 1?
100.
Alright, yeah. Alright, let's go over its moveset.
Alright.
Its stats, like Arbok, are pretty average across the board. And it only gets normal poison and grass moves. So, overall, not very impressive.
Yeah, it just has a high special stat.
And since we're ranking these Pokemon objectively and not on favoritism,
Yeah.
I unfortunately can't just give the whole line a 10, despite how much I absolutely adore Oddish, and especially its Gen 2 evolution, Blossom, which we'll cover in the future. So honestly, in Gen 1, I'm going to have to give them a 5.
Yeah,
They're mediocre at best.
Yeah.
And they have the same moveset capabilities as so many other Pokemon with their almost similar, or the same type and similar stats.
That's alright.
Which is a shame because because Oddish is a god tier Pokemon.
Oddish is the reason you're.
Oddish was the first. Fun fact: Oddish was the first Pokemon I was familiar with. And aside from the obvious, aside from the fact that Pikachu existed, it was like the series mascot. I was familiarized with Oddish through YouTube. So it'll always be a sort of nostalgic Pokemon for me.
Yeah. Anyways, Erica's team is also the same.
Just with updated movesets once again.
That's this time with over Pokemon have Giga Drain.
And notably, only one normal move on her team in the form of Tangless Constrict.
Good God, it still has Constrict.
Yes, Yes, Tangless still has Constrict. No, I don't know why it kept that move, considering it's like one of the worst moves ever.
Yeah.
Or seriously, base 10 power with a chance to lower speed.
Yeah, that's cringe. That's just stupid.
Just absurd.
Uh,
Anyways, on a lighter note,
on Route 7, and you can find
I'm Growlithe, which evolves into Arcanine with a Firestone.
yeah. Oh no, Arcanine. Well,
Was it special agent?
80.
80. Arcanine's one of those Pokemon. That's always been helpful.
Oh. Well.
Less so in Generation 1, though, unfortunately.
Oh.
It gets access to fire, or normal, and ground.
Yep.
And that's it. Unfortunately.
Oh, man. Wait, Extreme Speed wasn't even...
It wasn't introduced till Gen 2.
Yeah.
Extreme Speed wasn't in Gen 1.
Yeah. Oh.
So it didn't even have the strongest priority move in the game.
Oh. Well. Oh, God.
I so badly want to give this thing a 10, but its moveset's just atrocious. And its special stat was only 80 in Gen 1, so it couldn't really deal as much damage as fire as it could nowadays.
That's pretty terrible.
That being said, it's not horrible. No. Oh, it's by no means a bad Pokemon, but it was just kind of lacking. That being said, those high stats are definitely worth or some merit. So I'll put this thing firmly at an 8.
Right.
Did you somehow split the lineup?
Somehow.
Moving on to the 5th gym. Him in Fuchsia City. Let's take a look at how Koga's team was adjusted. I see it's still the same level, same Pokemon as usual. And honestly, their movesets were only marginally improved in this.
I mean, Weezing you can't exploit Weezing.
Since its AI is better.
And it will just blow up when you're underground.
Alright, only the Coughings have self-destruct now. How that way a Koga's strongest Pokemon won't just explode.
Oh, yep.
Or hand you the battle for free if you're using Dig.
Oh, wait. Now, wait a minute.
Oh, wait.
That's not an option.
That's not even an option in this game, considering the fact that Weezing now has Levitate.
And so your only option really is Psychic.
Yeah. So it's only weak to Psychic. I guess now Weezing has something unique among poison types.
Yeah.
Types, at least for Gen 1. None of the other pure poison types have immunity to ground.
Yep. So, it's largely the same, but... if you actually want to, either in the Safari Zone, or if you decide I had to cough up a bunch of coin.
Ones in the game corner, you can find Dratini, which evolves into Dragonair at level 30, and Dragonair evolves into Dragonite at level 55, being the highest level evolution out of every Kanto Pokemon.
Yeah, that's...
And also being the first Pokemon to be classified as a pseudo-legendary, which to be fair is a fan term, but every generation has one. A 3-stage Pokemon, where the final stage has a stat total of 600. You can encounter multiple, and they're breedable, so they're not legendary. but their stats rival or some lesser legendaries like the legendary birds and the legendary beasts.
Yeah, a fucking total of 600.
You really can't go wrong with Dragonite. Here's hoping its moveset is at least decent.
Find how long you have to wait just to make it.
I mean, it better be. You have to wait pretty long to get a hold of it. It gets access to a normal. It gets access to normal, water, ice, electric, and fire, which are the exact same types as Gyarados.
Oh.
However, if you want to wait all that extra time, I'm for just better stats overall.
Even though it has the same special as Gyarados in Gen 1.
It does have the same special as Gyarados in Gen 1, so you won't be doing any more damage there. But it does have more survivability and a weakness to the less common ice moves. Actually, I think in Gen 1 ice moves were more common than electric moves.
No, yeah.
So really in Gen 1 it's honestly about the same as Gyarados.
Yeah.
That being said, Gyarados is absolutely amazing. So that means that Dragonite is also worth a 10.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I guess I see why they make you wait so long to obtain one.
On
to the next gym leader, we have Sabrina. Once again, her team from Red and Blue is unchanged.
Venomoth and all.
Yeah, Venomoth included.
Yep.
But her moveset her Pokemon's movesets have once again been updated.
She now has Calm Mind, gives you Calm Mind instead of Psy Wave.
And Calm Mind is pretty scary, especially if when an already decently bulky Pokemon like Mr. Mime sets it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, assuming you're not strong enough to just, one-shot all of her Pokemon, and Sabrina is actually somewhat of a challenge in this game.
Yeah, alright.
Now as for a Pokemon that should, and actually now does counter Sabrina, sort of. Generation 1's one and only ghost, the Ghastly line.
Found in Pokemon Tower.
The Ghost Poison Ghastly evolves into Haunter at level 25, and Haunter evolves into Gengar through trading.
Gengar
is blessed with high speed, with insanely high speed and special. It can go fast and hit hard. Now, unfortunately, it can't make use of its ghost type. Even if it could, that's a physical type in Gen 1. Best it gets is Lick. But its moveset gives it the special options of Grass, Electric, and Psychic, which isn't as good as some Pokemon, but it's definitely nothing to laugh at. Despite Gengar's, tendencies to laugh.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't know why Ghost is a physical type.
No, because when the type was introduced, the only non-fixed damage move it had was Lick.
Yeah, even though Ghost is it still doesn't even make sense with that classification.
They honestly should have changed it to Special in Gen 2 and make Dark the new physical type.
But that's not for today. But Gengar is
Gengar. I'll give it a 9.
Yeah.
It doesn't stack up to some of the psychic types like Ice, but it's definitely amazing in its own right.
But, all right. All right. So, well, has Blaine been fucking improved?
Let's find out. Oh, is Blaine actually a good a gym leader now? Well, obviously his team and levels haven't been updated.
But his movesets sure as hell have.
Oddly, yeah, okay. His Arc and his Growlithe, did they have Bite in the original?
No.
His Growlithe now have Bite for...
Wait a minute. Yeah, Growlithe just had Bite.
Yeah. Did they have Bite in the original?
No.
No? Alright. His Growlithe now have Bite. His Growlithe and Arcanine now have Bite.
Yeah.
No, did Arcanine have Crunch? Or...
No.
No, his Growlithe and Arcanine now have Bite, which gives them Dark coverage, as well as Bounce on his Ponyta Rapidash, which, I mean, I guess if you want to use flying moves, that's one option. And though I don't know what flying types he's trying to counter that are particularly threatening to his fire team.
Yeah.
Hell, Bite is a weird thing to use to counter for Fire's weaknesses. Why didn't he have, like...
I don't...
Why didn't he have, like, Dig on his Arcanine or something?
I have no idea.
And to counter rock types. Types. Questioning aside, yeah, and that's Blaine's team now.
Yeah. Well, I guess let's go over... Oh, we don't actually have a few left to talk about.
The Poliwag line.
You can find... in Poliwag... you can find Poliwag at...
starting on Route
6.
Route 6. But you have to have Surf first. Route 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Celadon City, Cerulean Cave, Fuchsia City, Pallet Town, Seafoam Islands, Vermilion City, Viridian City, and Safari's are all places you can counter it. Now, there weren't as many at FireRed and LeafGreen. When its encounters were reduced down to Route 6, Route 22, Route 23, Route 25, Berry Forest, Cape Brink, Cerulean City, Four Island, Fuchsia City, Icefall Cave, Ruin Valley, Viridian City, and the Safari Zone.
What were those areas you just mentioned?
We'll go over that in a bit.
Oh, actually, you just need the good rod to find it.
Oh, you need the good rod, not Surf. Okay. Now, at level
25,
Poliwag evolves into Poliwhirl, and with the Water Stone, Poliwhirl evolves into Poliwrath. I see what special is 70 in Joe one.
Yeah, and its attack is 85. It looks solid. It by stats, but
it looks pretty solid by stats. But its moveset's mostly special.
Oh, yep.
Actually, it's sort of half and half. It gets access to normal fighting and ground, but also water and ice if you want to use its special attack of 70 for whatever reason. And it's not bad. I'll give it an 8.
Yeah.
I mean, special attack arcs won't be hitting quite as hard as the physical ones, but that's still, but there's still an option.
Well, I guess. Well, we still have a few more to talk about.
Let's get into some more or Pokemon before the gym leaders, okay?
All right. So
next is Scyther.
Or found in the Safari Zone, only in red.
Ed and FireRed.
Now, that looks pretty good, doesn't it?
105 speed, 110 attack. It's only bad stats special attack. When you got attack like that, why would you need that?
Well,
Well, there's a bit of a problem in that the only good damaging bug moves in Gen 1 were Leech Life and Twinneedle.
And pin missile.
And Leech Life, Twin Needle, and Pin Missile. And Scyther doesn't get any of those. In fact, it only gets normal moves to attack with.
What?
Does it get Slash?
Yes.
It gets Slash. Why would you go through so much effort to get a Scyther to use Slash? I should have used its crit rate when you could just catch a Diglett really easily.
And it gets much more than that.
And Diglett doesn't even confine to just normal moves.
What the?
As awesome as Scyther is, its move set was absolutely abysmal in Gen 1. Now, it did get Wing Attack.
But at level 50.
As its last move that it learns by level up.
And Wing Attack is 35 power in Gen 1.
Fun. So it's still barely going to be doing over 50 base damage with Wing Attack. I'll give it a 4.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is...
Its stats are really good. But its moveset's terrible.
So, anyways, if you... Anyways, through fishing, yeah. You can find, actually, oh, Jesus.
By fishing, oh my God. Okay, by fishing, oh, that's a lot. We're fishing on Route 9, 19, 20, 21 are Seafoam Islands in red and blue. Route 10, 11, 12, 13 Vermilion City in yellow. Oh, routes 4, 10, and 11, and 12, 13, 19, 20, 21, 24. Cerulean City, Cinnabar Island, Pallet Town, on Seafoam Islands of Vermilion City in FireRed and LeafGreen. And only in FireRed, Bond Bridge, Five Island Meadow, Greed Path, Icewall Cave, Kindle Road, Memorial Pillar, One Island, Outcast Island, Resort Gorgeous, Tanabe Ruins, Trainer Tower, Treasure Beach, Water Labyrinth, and Water Path. You can find Horsey.
Yeah, what the? Okay, what?
Yeah, for some reason it can be encountered in way more places in FireRed than it can in LeafGreen.
At level 32, it evolves into Seadra.
Yeah. And Seadra is...
Oh.
What's the special stat in one? 95?
Yeah.
Alright. It's a wall with decent... it's a wall with somewhat average speed. As well as the ability to deal damage with special attacks by proxy. Unfortunately, its HP isn't very good.
It's just like any other water type.
Just like any other water type, it gets Surf and Ice Beam. Water and ice.
Seriously.
Yeah.
This thing also has Poison Point as an ability.
Well, in Gen 1, that doesn't really matter.
I know.
Now, what do we usually rate these average water types?
6?
No, was it? I thought it was higher than that.
7.
Check.
Okay, what do we?
Check yellow. Like, what do we rate like Sea King and stuff? What are we rating the average water types? Were there any of those in yellow? No, there weren't. But if you're looking for a diverse moveset, it isn't exactly the best choice.
Now, also in the Safari Zone,
you can catch Tangela.
Oh, no.
Hmm?
That's not listed.
Oh, we're talking about, well, yeah. But, okay, we're not going over Tangela yet. We're going over Tauros first.
Whereas Tauros is, well...
It's a physical sweeper.
With pretty good defense.
And some decent HP as well.
It even had a special stat of 70.
So really, Tauros didn't have any bad stats in Generation 1. It gets access to normal. Scroll down more to get Rock Slide.
No.
To normal and ground, as well as ice, electric, and fire if you want. Try using it as a mixed attacker. Tauros was actually pretty solid. Dude, unfortunately, its special stat isn't high enough to really make use of its diverse moveset, but it's possible if you want to try. That being said, this thing can hit really hard with Earthquake.
Yeah.
Like, and it's normal move, and you'd be hard pressed to find a Pokemon that can and move in faster and hit harder with normal moves.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 9.
Yeah. Now on right outside on the below Pallet Town.
On there you can find Tangela. Was it special in Gen 1?
100.
Now, Tauros. No, damn it! Why do I keep getting them confused? Tangela is also a mixed wall, much like Seadra. Its HP, but all of its defensive stats are better, and as well as its special attack.
Yeah. Well,
in this case, though, it's a pure grass type.
I think the only one in Gen 1.
Yeah, in fact, in Gen 1, it was the sole pure grass type.
Oh.
And its moveset reflects that, as it only learns pure grass moves, as well as normal.
Oh.
Yeah, it can only use grass moves. I mean, I guess as a stalwart wall, it's pretty good. But I don't feel like that's something most people go through in towards in a casual playthrough.
Anyway, so
I'll play it firmly at a 6.
Yeah.
It could have been great if it had a better moveset.
Now, if you trade a Poliwhirl with Cerulean City,
you can get access to Jinx.
Jinx
is a special sweeper. Which, to be fair, that was basically what Psychic types did.
For the most part, that's what they did.
And in Gen 1. It gets access to... as to normal, fight, and ghost on the physical end, even though it can't really use those very well, as well as water, ice, and psychic. Which isn't a combination a lot of non-water types got. Granted, its strongest water move was Bubble Beam, but it's still an option.
I'm very concerned that this thing can learn a lick.
No, for some reason it has lick on its level up moveset.
That's ew. Anyways,
but regardless, Jinx is yet another really good psychic type to use. It was if you just want to destroy shit without thinking about it.
Albeit it only being available through trade is it is kind of dumb.
And you have to go extra out of your way to get it.
Yeah, catching a fucking Poliwhirl or to get it.
But if you want an Alakazam that could use Ice Beam,
yeah, go right ahead.
Go right ahead. Since we gave Alakazam a 10, and Jinx can basically do the same thing, and Jinx gets a 10 as well.
Now, actually, after you beat Blaine, and you're taken. After you beat Blaine, you're actually taken. In these games, you're met by Bill, who decides to take you to a new area. Those being the Sevi Islands.
Yeah.
And you're introduced to a new character, Celio. who is he needs something to run his on his PC or something.
Apparently, he's trying to establish a wireless link with the Hoenn region,
and or something.
but he needs supplies for it.
And so you should go off go off to 2 Island, and after you get the tri-pass, actually on this point on 1 island, and you can head up north to Kindle Road, which takes you to Mount Ember.
And atop Mount Ember is Moltres.
Oh my-
They actually gave it its own dungeon here.
Hey, good. So I guess we can actually.
Instead of shoving it at a corner in Victory Road.
Yeah. Oh, Moltres is.
Moltres has about the same sort of strengths and weaknesses as the other birds.
Same, even with it. Same goes with it. Yep, still has that 4 times block weakness.
This as well.
Its moveset is.
It gets normal flying and fire.
That's it.
But again, as we were already stating, their high stats that's basically leading them to be being purely designed to spam and their respective elemental move.
Although having fire spin and to start with is
I
absolutely.
don't know why it starts with fire spin.
And that is abysmal.
So just like the others, even with its poor moveset, its stats are so absurdly high compared to almost everything else. Else that it kind of gets a 10 by default.
Yeah. So okay, on 2 Island you can. On 2 Island, and you need to go into the game corner here. Talk to this guy. See this guy fucking panicking, and because somebody named Lastel went missing. So you gotta go find a lost child. Now I'll go to 3 Island.
Yep.
And battle a bunch of bikers. Or make your way to the Berry Forest.
And you'll
This
find this child.
Fight this hypno.
Oh, that was apparently attempting to kidnap this child.
There was once an incident where it took away a child it hypnotized.
Ah, so that's what's going on here.
So you gotta either murder that
thing and put it in prison, and by that I mean catch it.
You take the girl back. And you receive the meteorite from
which allows Bill to.
Which you can give it to Celio for his machine.
What is this machine again?
It's the same system. It's the same piece.
On the post game.
Yeah.
Now
that's just to get it running or something.
Now he's getting it running, but apparently it's not fully working yet. So.
And well, that's not important right now. That's only half of it.
But for now, let's go on over to her.
Now.
For now, let's go on over Viridian City and wreck Giovanni's shit again.
Wait. All right. How much harder? How much? Let's see. What they do with him this time? All right. All these movesets are. Well, at least these movesets are looking better. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm picking up my shoes.
Alright, yep. Rhyhorn, Erndug Trio, Nidoqueen, and another Rhyhorn?
Yeah, they changed his team.
By nerfing it.
I don't know why Giovanni was the only gym leader to receive an altered team, and it's a nerf, but they did that.
Okay. Hey, what? Huh? What?
That aside, nothing's really stopping you from going on forward to the Elite Four once again.
And
And after trekking through Victory Road.
No, the Elite Four actually has is actually the Elite Four is actually a little different, and in terms of levels and move sets. That's.
So go over
All right. Now our team goes all the way up to from level 51 to 54.
Or whose team?
Lorelei. All right.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, again, and your Pokemon are actually smart this time. I even have actual moves.
Ooh, so that's a plus.
Did this help with Bruno?
No, he's still bad.
And he still has his stupid double Onyxes.
Like, seriously, why does he have these in the first place? None of the Elite Four members actually stick to their types.
Yeah, what? I mean, he removed the punches off Hitmonchan, right? Yes, he did.
Yeah, he removed the punches off of Hitmonchan, though.
And Machamp can actually hurt you with Bulk Up and Cross Chop. Okay, his team's actually a little more competent.
Wow.
And doesn't fix the 2 Onyx though. Oh, and his team goes from level 51 to 56? Huh? Alright. Agatha has... Yep, at least they can say... Oh, they're... again, just it's more updated. And then going out to level 53 to 58.
Yeah, they were super weird with the levels in this game.
And you don't touch the levels of the main game. And then suddenly, that's a concern now.
Well, I guess because they put the Sylvie Islands in all this.
Yep, Lance now goes from level 54 to 60. You know, at least hey, Aerodactyl actually has a rock move.
Which one?
Ancient Power.
Wow.
That's not saying much. Though.
Yeah, he still kind of sucks. Yeah, he's still a threat, but he's still not even using his type.
And the champion goes from level 51, from level 61, 59 to 63. No, but that's... You think we'd be done there, but...
Pokemon FireRed and LeafGreen have a post-game.
And after you catch 60 Pokemon, of course...
Yeah, I don't know why this is a requirement. It's extremely stupid.
And you gotta go to catch 60 Pokemon, and then you can get the national dex. Next, then, well, the rest of the Sevi Islands are available.
Now, you walk through this quest because I don't know what it is.
Alright, so, okay, okay, you go to Celio. Oh, he says he needs something to power, to make a connectivity better. Or you go to one island. You go back through Mount Ember, fight some rocking ones. That's for blocking the path. Up there, Aaron grab a ruby. What is this item? I don't know. Oh, just hand it over to him.
All right.
Then go.
Then you find out you also need a sapphire.
So you go to 4 Island.
Ruby and sapphire. I wonder where. That's what you're collecting.
So go to 4 Island. and head into Icefall Cave. And you go through this trial and error puzzle, or to get Waterfall. Use that once. Go up to the deepest part. Fight Lorelei. I battle some rocket runs. Okay.
I finally grab the sapphire.
No, wait, that's not even here.
No, it isn't.
Or if you go to five, then you gotta go to Six Island, and to find, and head into another area. Into another cave that's again more trial and error. Grab the sapphire. Somebody takes it from you.
Meet Gideon. This guy wants to.
This guy just wants to sell
the whole sapphire for a ridiculously high price.
Meanwhile, you got the password. You got the password for one. For the warehouse. It's being Goldine need log.
Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but
then you go. Then you go to the five island meadow. Battle some rocket front. Hey, look, it's a female front.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my god. So you battle. You get the other password being guess not chancy. You open the warehouse.
I was by expounding palindromes at it.
You fight. You actually fight two admins. Who don't believe that that Team Rocket was disbanded.
Now,
But then they see you're bad.
How do they believe you?
And just leave.
Now, these admins are implied to be Ariana and Archer, who actually wouldn't be referred to by name until Pokemon Heart Gold or Soul Silver.
But however, you're technically not done yet. But yeah, they do vow to return one day and bring Team Rocket back to its former glory. But now you can go beat up Gideon. Now you can go beat up Gideon, and who is just about who wanted to sell, who just wanted to fucking sell a sapphire,
and take it back from him by force.
Fun fact: he's the only character in the game that has a Porygon.
On which is super weird.
He's all okay. Then you take the sapphire back. Get the sapphire, or give it back to Celio. Give it back to Celio. Yeah. Now you can trade between in the other two Gen 3 games, between the Hoenn games.
You know, if you weren't playing this after modding it onto your 3DS. That's making this entire thing have really no payoff.
This is... Well, if you actually go back to Gideon, and he'll say this. What? You again? You're not Giovanni's kid, are you? No, that can't be right. Giovanni's kid has red hair. You don't have any reason to be bugging me. Leave me alone.
Huh, that's a weird thing to say.
Hey, okay. Probably doesn't have any significance at all. That's sounds probably very insignificant.
I wonder if we'll learn anything about that later.
So, anyways, that's. Yep, that's and now that unlocks Cerulean Cave.
Where you can go catch Mewtwo like in the original game.
There's Wobbuffets, beware though.
Yep, they replace the chancing encounters with Wobbuffets, which are far more annoying.
Which have Shadow Tag and can't counter any move you throw at them.
Please go go buy a smoke ball from the game corner.
Or because you're probably not going to have Pokemon high leveled enough to outrun for repels to work.
And as long as the Pokemon you send out has the smoke ball, it can run away even through Wobbuffet's Shadow Tag.
Yeah. But you can. There's also suddenly another legendary that spawns. depending on your starter.
It's one of the legendary beasts from Johto.
What the fuck?
Now the legendary beast is super effective against your starter. So if you pick Squirtle, or Raikou will appear. If you pick Bulbasaur, or Entei will appear. And if you pick Charmander, Suicune will appear. Yeah, which is the one Noah got.
Yeah, this is completely random.
And due to a massive oversight, if you trap Entei and Raikou, and then they use Roar, they will never reappear again.
Yep.
Which means you're permanently prevented from catching them. Now, thankfully, Suicune, the one Noah had to deal with, doesn't have this issue since it doesn't have the move Roar. But it's still a really bad bug. Look, how did they miss something that huge?
Yeah, we'll talk more about those. We'll talk more about.
Now, as for Entei, Raikou, and Suicune themselves, those aren't native to Kanto. We're gonna save those for.
Same goes for all. Oh, I mean, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. And same for all the other
Johto Pokemon in the post game.
Yeah.
All right.
Now let's go over what's on each of the 7 islands, shall we?
Well, one island has, as I mentioned, has Mount Ember,
or where you can find Moltres.
2 island has the friendly game corner, which you can't even do that. You need multiple games to do that.
No, one island has the areas of Treasure Beach, Ancient Kindle Road, and Mount Ember. 2 island has Cape Brink.
I think that just lets you can teach your Pokemon, teach your starter
an ultimate move, which is basically a Hyper Beam that matches the primary type of your starter. It can only be taught to your starter if they're fully evolved, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe it can be taught to the Johto and Hoenn starters if you have them somehow.
Yeah, I think it can. 3 island has
has 3 Isle Port, 3 Isle Path, Bond Bridge, and Berry Forest.
Yeah, that's it.
Nothing of note here.
4
island has Icefall Cave, which we've just mentioned is.
It also has the daycare.
The 4 island also allows you to breed and obtain baby Pokemon like Igglybuff, Cleffa, and Pichu.
Also multiple
Magby, Elekid, Smoochum, Tyrogue. Are those the only 7 Gen 1 pre-evolutions?
And hey, you can get the other evolutions.
And hey, if you got the gift Eevee, you can breed it, so you can now get the other evolutions. Not Espeon and Umbreon, though, because this game doesn't have a day-night cycle.
Yep, this game does not have an internal clock.
And even if it could, you couldn't get them in the main game, because for some reason, and since Golbat and Chansey can reach their evolution criteria to evolve into Crobat and Blissey, the game will show you the evolution. Grandma, please, we're making a video. Alright, the game will show you the evolution screen, and then
it says, for some reason, and that Pokemon stopped evolving.
Which is probably the stupidest thing ever. They should just make it so the evolution screen can't even appear unless you have the national dex.
Yeah, that's really dumb.
Why would they even show this to the player if it means nothing right now at that point?
But anyways, yeah. 5 island and has
as Water Labyrinth, Resort Gorgeous, Lost Cave, High Isle Meadow, Rocket Warehouse, and Memorial Pillar.
Most of these places don't have much to do.
Yeah.
6 island
and has Water Path, Pattern Bush, Green Path, Outcast Island, Alluring Cave, Altering Cave, Ruin Valley, and Dotted Hole. Now, there's something interesting about the Altering Cave, and it was originally planned to be. Now, there were originally meant to be e-reader events
mystery gift events, and to the Wonder Spot by Nintendo.
Well, these were never distributed. By base, you can only encounter Zubat here. Through these events, As the Pokemon that you could encounter in the cave, A would be changed to be either Mareep, Apom, Pineco, Shuckle, Teddiursa, Houndour, Stantler, or Smeargle.
However, all of these Pokemon are available in
Or Colosseum
and Emerald.
and Emerald later.
Making this part, making it completely pointless.
Though notably, this would have been the only way to obtain berry juice in Generation 3, since the Shuckle encountered in the cave are programmed to be holding them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a very interesting. That's very interesting. Nothing else really.
On 7th Island, you can encounter. There's Trainer Tower, her Canyon Entrance, Sivalt Canyon, and Tanabe Key, Tanabe Ruins, and Tanabe Chambers.
Yeah, there's 7th Island you never have to visit.
So, what about the tower?
Trainer Tower, well, I tried. Remember, I barely I didn't even get past the first floor.
Yeah. No one couldn't even get past the first floor in this place.
Really?
Yes.
So, so anyway, it is Trainer Tower is well.
You can compete for access to Johto evolution items. Now, what do you get for each of them? For clearing single mode, you get an upgrade, to evolve Porygon to Porygon 2. For clearing double mode, you get a Dragon Scale to evolve Seadra into Kingdra. For clearing knockout mode, you get a Metal Coat to evolve Scyther into Scizor or Onix into Steelix. And for clearing mixed mode, you get a King's Rock to evolve Poliwhirl into Politoed or Slowpoke into Slowking.
Yeah, that's really it.
You know, are there any other notable changes? There was.
Well, you now have you get the running shoes after beating Brock,
and you can now rematch the Elite Four and Champion with new teams.
Yep. Well, they still only have 5 Pokemon.
But their teams have been updated to beat all of their type.
Oh, no, they have not.
Oh, even though they could have easily done that.
Alright, so...
Lorelei now has Dugong, Cloyster, Piloswine, Jinx, and Lapras. Piloswine replacing Slowbro. Bruno now has two... still has Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee and Machamp, but now... oh boy, does he have more... His Onixes evolved into Steelixes.
And I guess that's better.
They're still not fighting types.
Yeah. Agatha now has
now got replaced her Haunter with a Mischievous and evolved her Golbat into Crobat.
Yep. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, there's only 2 ghost type. Okay, for some reason they didn't want to use.
I guess they didn't want to use any Gen 3 Pokemon here.
That's weird. Anyways, Lance has.
Lance evolved one of his Dragonairs into Dragonite and replaced the other with a Kingdra.
Okay. Hey, now your rival actually has. Your rival also has also has an updated team now. Oh. Oh, and the rematch actually now has.
As well, in addition to Alakazam, Exeggutor or Venusaur, or Arcanine or Charizard, or Gyarados or Blastoise, he now has Heracross and Tyranitar instead of his original Pokemon of
Rhydon and Pidgeot,
which replaced Rhydon and Pidgeot.
And also it goes all the way up to almost 75.
Alright, so yeah, this guy is really strong.
Elite Four Round 2 is not to be messed with. In fact, this was the first game with that.
This is also the first. This is also the first time in Kanto where legendaries have their own battle themes.
Yeah, as you've been listening.
Which you've been listening to throughout this whole recap of section.
And now, that's actually it.
Okay, that's all the notable stuff in FireRed and LeafGreen.
Yeah, really, that's about it. I can't. No, I'm not. Yeah, I think that's really it. Yeah, they all right. And then I guess to go over what I used in
I
this.
guess it's time to go over what Noah's team was in FireRed. And he used Pluto, a quirky male Vileplume, Carlos, a serious male Charizard, Gertrude, a brave female Gyarados, Joel, a mild male Jolteon, Lola, a mild female Jinx.
Its actual name.
Its actual name was Zinx, but he called it her Lola because that was the Gen 1 Jinx trade name, and he just liked that name better than Zinx. Zinx and Dahlia, the rash female Dragonite. Fun fact, Dragonite was actually a last minute... In addition, and he had an epiphany that... adding a Haunter to the team and he already has Jinx would be redundant.
Yeah.
And since it can accomplish basically the same thing.
Yeah. I guess I made the right choice. So, yeah, that's... alright, you can change it.
So,
alright, let's get in.
I just did it.
All right.
Anyways.
All right. Let's get into the verdict.
Right now, you're listening to Pokemon Route 1 Kanto Remix by Eclair Attack.
Alright. So, let's get into the. All right. Time for things to actually. Change.
Now the music. It's no longer ear piercing. Oh my god, they gave the composition and the bearable sound fonts this time. As well as introduced it in a new battle theme for the legendaries.
And some remixes.
And some remixes of Johto tracks. X for the Sevi Islands. And yeah, this game's soundtrack has drastically improved.
I'll give it an 8.
All right, yeah, an 8 seems fair.
Gameplay, well,
because not every town has its own theme still, and some of the tracks can still get a little grating, especially some of the dungeon themes. You have to hear them for so long.
Gameplay. Well, it's all I can say, it's not Gen 1.
The base gameplay has been drastically improved with a much-needed upgrade since Gen 1.
I'm with proper balancing made.
Yeah. I mean, Kanto's still not the best balanced game out there, but it's much more bearable than it was in Generation 1.
Yeah, I'll give gameplay an 8.
Yeah. All right. I can't really rate that since I haven't played the game, so we're just trusting Noah's rating here.
And I guess balancing and.
Now you mentioned this game was better balanced than the originals. Now how'd they do that without having to out the level? Oh, I know, the Versus Seeker.
Or that's it, and you can get it. You can have an easier way of getting any money
and experience without having to level up at excruciatingly low rates against wild Pokemon.
That really helps. Helps. And also they made things easy. Also, hey, they made things easier if you chose Charmander.
For this time, because Charmander now gets Metal Claw shortly before evolving. And allowing it to have a move that's super effective against Brock like the other two starters.
So,
though in a way it's also worse against Brock now since it's weak to Rock Throw. And it doesn't have a quad effective move against them, but I guess it's an improvement in some way. So how would you give the balancing in this game?
I'll give it an 8.
An 8. So I think the overall rating of the game is pretty obvious considering every individual category got an 8. This game receives a solid 8 out of 10.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good, and it's
but definitely you definitely see the cracks in it. With how actually it's designed.
Right. Yeah, some things can't be fixed even with an overhaul.
And also they added just more restriction and like the evolution
Personally, I think the thing with Golbat and Chansey is especially dumb.
Yeah. Hey, at least they're in the game.
Yeah.
At least they are in the game.
Well, but that's a topic for another video.
So, we'll see you. Well, yeah. We'll see you next time.
We'll be talking about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
And finally finishing Kanto.
Oh, yep. Next review, it will be the final Kanto review.
Oh, yeah.
Where we finally...
Yeah, and yeah.
Where we finally... finish this godforsaken region off and move on to onto a region that doesn't have nearly as many games to it.
But it also has Kanto.
But it also has Kanto.
Anyways.
There's no escaping it.
Anyways. I'm Nosren.
And I'm Amory. And bonjour, my wonderful viewers. See you in the next video.
Yeah.